What's up, everybody? My name's Parasite. Welcome back to the Jose Mourinho Challenge with Sporting. Today we have Inter Milan in the Champions League group stage, the last match of the Champions League group stage, the decider for who gets top of the group. We then play Moreirense in the league, and if you look at the league table, it's not going well. It's not as bad as it looks. It says we're 7th, but we have 1, 2, even in one case, 3 games in hand over the teams above us. But even if we win our games in hand, we're still legitimately behind Benfica, considerably, behind Braga, and behind Porto. So this season has not started well, and the recent results have not been good. And it's hard to place blame because the team's actually been pretty good. You look at the average ratings, for the most part, everyone's been pretty good. Sorlos's been decent, Sesko's been great, Tabata's been fantastic as usual. There's no bad ratings, bar one person. Hugo Souza has been awful. Just awful. And he was good last season. We saw the numbers. He was good. 10 conceded in 13. Considering last year, he conceded 5 in 13. And the numbers back up that he's been awful. If we look at the analytics, his save percentage last year was like high 80s. He is now around 77%. And he does not have to make many saves. And he doesn't make many saves. His advanced goalkeeping isn't good either. Expected goals prevented, negative. So he has been awful. And it's matched in the results because we are dominating teams. And they're just scoring every chance they get. Since that last match against Rennes, which we got the 3-0 win, we played Aruca. And we just absolutely wiped the floor with them. Luckily they didn't score, but we couldn't score either. We did miss a penalty as well, which is frustrating. But 24 shots to 9, 2.5 XG, and we couldn't score a goal. Then played Ferenc, and with the backups, we actually won 3-0. They're a team that got relegated from this division last year. We played a pretty backup squad. Some starters did play, but mostly backups, and they actually played well. They got 3 goals. We then played Zenit. We had an advantage because Inter Milan had drew with Zenit as well, but we also drew, even though we were, again, the much better team. And again, we missed a penalty. 2-2. They had 13 shots. We had 27. They had 6 shots. We had 12 on target. We had over double their XG. And yet we drew 2-2. And then Vizela, 2-0. Decent result. We were the better team again. We just actually kind of converted our 2 chances we got. Held them without a goal. But then the worst game I've ever seen. One of the worst FMings I've ever had. Because we absolutely destroyed Portimonense. And yet they won 3-0. They had 5 shots on target. Actually, they deserved to get 4 goals. Because they also missed a penalty. So not only did they score 3. They missed a penalty in their 5 total shots. So they should have scored 4 goals with 5 shots. And we had 25 shots and couldn't score. Let's see it. 22 shots. 7 on target. They had 4 shots on target. They should have scored all 4 because the one they missed was a penalty. Just god awful from Hugo Souza. He got a 6. Caceres got a 6.1. That dude is god awful. I'm glad we replaced him because every match he's played, he has been horrific. So, yeah, I'm glad he got replaced, but when he has to play, he's just terrible. And Hugo Souza's been dreadful. I don't know what's changed, but he cannot do anything anymore. His numbers might say he should be able to, stop shots from going in. That's not been the case. Because it doesn't matter who we're playing. They seem to take every chance they get. And our strikers just cannot score in the big moments. When they get every chance in the world, they just can't score. But you play freaking Daryl Dike and who else we start? We did start Sesko up top in this game. He got a goal. But they just, even when they do score, they don't score enough. They're always under their XG. It's almost guaranteed that they're going to be under their XG in almost every single game. It's so frustrating. I don't think we have any injuries. So for this match against Inter Milan, we are both tied on the top with 11 points. We're both qualified. But this match will determine who goes through top of the group. We have the better goal difference. So if it is a draw, we go through top. So a draw or win, and we top the group. A pretty good result. I mean, considering we topped a tough group last year. Another tough group this year. If we can top that, it'd be pretty good. But, I mean, if we play like that, we're going to get destroyed. Recent form is not encouraging. I think we do have one slight injury, but I don't think it's to a first-team player. It's Daryl Dike, who has a little bit of a knock. He's out for 4 days. Everyone else is fit. So we're going to play the strongest squad available to us. We'll just, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. They're so up and down. It's unbelievable. Souza, I mean, Van de Voort technically played a 7.5, but he's only played absolute garbage teams. So I don't give him a lot of credit there, but he might eventually come back in. That's how bad Hugo Souza's been. Ruan Ignacio, center back. Bergman Hansen, Aguilar. Polina, Nunez, Gonçalves. Tabata, Sesko Sorloth. So, pretty strong squad, but Inter Milan are also ridiculously good. But we did outplay them away from home last time. So, at home, we should be alright. I want to see a marked improvement from all of you tonight. That last match was absolutely unacceptable. And the team we're playing tonight, Inter Milan, they're 10 times the team that Portimonense are. So if you play like that again, if you don't show up, you will get absolutely embarrassed on the global stage. And I don't think you want that, do you? Where are you looking for improvements after a disappointing match against Portimonense last time out? I want to see that the players care and are prepared to fight for the shirt. First goal is crucial, right? I'm hoping for a strong start and a positive approach, sure. Can you talk about why Ruan, nope, not playing in a different role? Stop asking me this stupid question. First highlight's going to come 2 minutes in. It's going to start with Inter Milan playing down this left-hand side. They actually have a familiar face. Luis Diaz, the ex-Porto player, is starting for them on the left-hand side. So we'll see him again for first time in a little bit. It's nice that he's no longer at Porto because he's a ridiculously good player. But of course, we're going to have to play against him still in this Inter Milan side. There he is on the ball. He's going to put in a cross, but it's going to get blocked. Okay, if he would have fought for that, he might have been get on the end of it, but instead he doesn't. They're going to play through Brozovic now. Back to Zinchenko. The former City man is going to look for Luis Diaz. Ruan's going to get it and clear it. Sesko, maybe a chance for a counterattack here, but nothing really happening there. He's going to have to go back to Polina. Mateus Nunez does find Ruben Aguilar, the right back. He's going to have to pull it back for Sesko. The second that came off of his foot, I thought it was going into row Z. He absolutely thrashed that. But he just hits the top of the netting. And we get a goal. We get a goal advantage. Just 2.5 minutes in. Ruben Aguilar does well here. Didn't really have the angle to shoot, so he goes and pulls it back. Finds Sesko, who just smashes it into the top corner. And we're up 1-0. I think that was our first shot. We actually took it. I'm pretty sure that was a shot on target. Okay, there it is. Tabata here with the corner. A corner goal would be nice. Ignacio's going to head that over, though. He hasn't got... How many goals does he have to start this season? I feel like he hasn't really scored nearly enough. Especially with how many he scored the past couple of seasons. He scored 1 goal through 10 appearances. He scored 8 through 25 last year. Just in the league. So, I'd like to see him do a little bit better. But Sesko is getting a few as well, so he's kind of stealing a few from him. But he's not scoring enough from corners either. We're just not scoring enough from corners in general. We're going to go into halftime, and we've completely controlled this first half. They've had 2 shots, none on target. Possession-wise, it's been all of them, but again, not too concerned. They're not doing anything with it, obviously. We've had 7 shots, 3 on target. We've taken a chance we've been given. I think we've looked all right. Promising first half. And we've got an advantage now because we only need a draw. So they need to score at least 2 if they're going to get through this and win the group. So we're in a pretty good position. If we could just have another good second half, I think we can get a good result here. I don't want to see even a hint of complacency in your performance. Inter have nothing to lose now. They're going to be flooding mid forward, trying to get a few goals. But that will leave us opportunities on the counterattack, and we need to take advantage of them. I don't want to just hold on for the rest of this half. I want to score a few goals and put them away. We've got some fast men up top. Play the ball into some space, let them run on it, and let's get a few more goals. Well, that's the worst thing that probably could have possibly happened. 68th minute, nothing's happened so far. Really nothing. Neither team's really had done anything. I think Inter have had 1 shot and it wasn't on target. But Benjamin Sesko, red injury, foot injury, that is awful because he's literally the only one scoring goals. So, I mean, good Lord, this could be bad. Again, he had an injury earlier in the season. Fortunately, it wasn't too bad. He missed a few games, so we were still able to get results without him. But, I mean, Luckily, this is the last game of the group stage. We'll have a little bit until the knockouts start. So hopefully he'll be back for those matches. But these league matches coming up are going to be very important as well. We are not doing well in the league. So we need to get a lot of wins. And without Benjamin Sesko, it might be a little bit difficult. 80th minute, and there's still not been a legitimate highlight. Fortunately, Inter Milan are now down a man. They had made all 3 subs, and then Odriozola got injured. So they are down a man. So surely they're not going to score 2 from here. Do they have a shot on target yet? I don't think they even have a shot on target yet. Oh, they do. They have 2 shots on target. They've gotten those pretty recently then, because they didn't for a while. But it's about time for us to make some subs. Got some tired players out. Gonzalez is very tired, not playing well, so Ugarte is going to come in for him. Inaccio's been absolutely dreadful, but I don't really want to bring in Segovia. So I'm probably going to take out Bergman Johansson because he's very tired. He's not that good defensively by the numbers, apparently. I mean, performance-wise, he's been pretty good, but by the numbers, he's not very good. So I am actually going to bring in Segovia at left back. A little bit more defensive than Escaio is. Saying that, he might actually have worse tackling, but naturally a center back can be a little bit of an aerial presence maybe in case they try to any back posts, corners or anything like that, or crosses. That's all the subs we actually have, so I need to be happy with that, and I think I am. So let's just hold on for the rest of this game. Start wasting time. And let's see this game out. 88th minute. This might be Inter's last chance to have a chance. They need to score a goal here if they're going to score another and win this group. And that's not how they're going to do it. Ball over the top and Hugo Sousa picks it up. That might be the end of the highlight, or we might have a chance on the attack here. We've got man advantage, so Tomas can bring this down. He's going to. If we can find somebody in the middle or go for goal himself maybe, he's going to pull it back eventually. Goes for Soroth at the back post, and he heads it away to put the game away. And we have qualified top of our Champions League group for back-to-back seasons. Over the likes of Inter Milan, and what was it, Atletico Madrid last year? And there are some decent teams in this group. Zenit are not a bad team. Rennes, even though they had a pretty poor showing, are not a bad team. But we've done really well. To be able to win both these groups, a very good performance. Tonight we've been really good. It's good to see. Possession-wise, the only thing that's not really great in our advantage, but chances-wise, we were the much better team. We deserved this win, and we're going to get it. Now we need to carry this form into the league, because the league has not been good enough. We have drawn against too many bad teams. We've lost to too many bad teams. We need to be better. We need to be better, and we might not have Benjamin Sesko for a little bit, so that's going to be tough. This is probably going to be the last highlight. We might be looking for another goal. Tomas is going to win that header, and it's going to be another goal. It's now 3-0. They went down a man, and we made them pay 2 late goals, both headers, one from Sorloth, one from substitute Thiago Tomas. It's good to see him get on the score sheet because we might be needing him. If Sesko's out, he's going to be the guy that step in and replace him. And he's been pretty decent this season. He's been better this season than he was last. So it's good to see. Like I said, we just need to keep this going. We need to keep scoring goals, stay strong defensively. Hugo Sousa had a good game today. With how bad he's been recently, that's encouraging. Very, very well done today. That was an excellent win. I'm proud of all of you for putting that last disappointing performance behind you and stepping up today and showing us what we're really capable of. Now, we just need to find some consistency. Morale seems really high right now. How far can it take you? If we can build on these good times, I'll be very happy. Good morale is so important. How pleased are you with that win? We executed the game plan to perfection. I'm delighted with their performance. Do you have any news on Benjamin Sesko's injury? Please don't be bad. 7 to 12 days. Alright. Pulled ankle ligaments. From what I've heard, I think we might have escaped without a serious problem. Good. So he probably will miss 1, maybe 2 league games. I actually think we have an Allianz Cup game coming up. That's actually good, because I wouldn't have played him for that anyways. So, we are through top of the group. We're not going to lose Benjamin Sesko for very long. Good. Very good. So, he's probably going to miss this Morenz match, but and they have actually started the season pretty well, so it might be a little bit difficult. But 10 to 12, that's fine. Inacio, tired. Aguilar gets man of the match. 2 assists, 3 key passes. Defensively, he was good. Preston, chances created. 2 assists from fullback. We don't get a lot of assists from our fullback, really, in this system, even though they probably should, being kind of the, only people on the flanks. But a lot of it seems to come from central areas. But with the 2 guys up top, we should be able to score some headed goals. So Moritz next. I think it's right after this, right? Yeah, in 3 days. So I'll have to rest some players. They're currently in 4th, but I think we have 3 games in hand on them. Let me check this again real quick. Yeah, we have 3 games in hand on them. Only 3 points behind them, so we'll go even on points with them, but we're still 3 games in hand if we win. But we'd still be behind Porto. We are currently both on the same games played, 2 points behind. We'd still be behind Braga. And Benfica currently have, a 6-point advantage? So, yeah, we really need to start catching up. And that starts with a win. And we are back for the Moreirense match. Before we get there, I just confirmed a new signing. It's going to be a young player, a region again, Mike from Blackpool of all places, 130K. And because of that price, he might be the best signing we've made so far. He came through our scouting report, and for a 17-year-old at Blackpool, for 130K, 5-star potential. Only 1.5-star current ability, but 15 passing, 14 vision, good teamwork, work rate, technique. He could be a very good deep-lying playmaker. Physically, he's not great, but for a playmaker, that's not a big deal. He's got really good composure, really good first touch. Mike Fromm could be a great signing for us. He generated a League One Blackpool. I don't know how my scouts found this guy, but I'm glad they did. Also, the Champions League group stage has been completed. The group stage draw, or the first knockout round draw, is in the 16th. So after this match, we'll come back for the group stage draw to see who we get, or for the first knockout round draw, see who we get in the first knockout round. If we go through all of the results from the group stage, Dortmund have won their group, followed by Juventus. Pretty tough group with Sevilla in there as well. Chelsea have won their group with Monaco finishing second, above Real Madrid. Real Madrid are knocked down to the Europa League. Liverpool and Leipzig win their group. Benfica drop down to the Europa League. Bayern and Napoli win their group. Ajax go to the Europa League. Man United and PSG win. Porto bottom, below Young Boys. Porto don't even get Europa League football. Leverkusen and Roma win their group over Atletico Madrid. City and Barcelona win one of the easiest groups I've ever seen. If they didn't get through that group, I think their entire board and manager would be fired immediately, because Rangers and Bodo Glimt should definitely be Man City, Barcelona getting through that group. Man City win it, and obviously we get through our group top with Inter second, Zenit third. Rennes do get a win. They finish bottom with 3 points. So the teams we can get, the worst of them could be Barcelona, PSG, Juventus. But we could also get teams like Roma, who I think we could beat. Napoli, who probably at this point I think we could beat. They've got some older players at the start of the game. So Leipzig, I think we have a chance. Monaco would probably be ideal. Out of all these ones, I probably want Monaco. So there's some beatable teams in there, but there's some teams that, could be very troublesome. I think that's everything before we get to the game. The lineup, I've done a little bit of rotation just because we're coming off of a match not very long ago. Tomas does come in for Sesko because of the injury. DK is still not fully fit, so he's not even good enough to be on the bench. So Colomwani is going to actually appear on the bench. The change I've made, Dyer's come in for Polina. Dyer's been pretty good for us this season, so I think he's a fine replacement for Polina. One of the strongest backups I think we have in the team right now. Escayos come in for Aguilar, pretty much for the same reason. And Bragança has come in for Mateus Nunez. Nunez not quite fully fit. Bragança, been a decent performer. He's unhappy. He wants his playing time, which is it him? There's a couple players that have wanted playing time, but they're getting the exact playing time that they've been agreed. So I don't know why they're complaining, but it's been multiple. Nuno Santos is unhappy. Ugarte, I think, he just wants to move. I thought there was one other player. Abisher? Yeah, it's Abisher. He's not happy, but we might be selling Abisher because he hasn't played a whole lot for us, and I don't think he's going to. So Abisher might be leaving. He's a free signing for us, so if we can get some money for him, that'd be pretty good. If he does leave on the free, again, not that big of a deal. He came in for free. But I want to see performance today. We need to win this. With the poor form recently we've had in the league, this is a very important match for us that we definitely need to win. So hopefully we have a good performance. If you carry your last performance into this match, we'll do well. We need to start stringing together some good performances. Benfica already have a slight lead at the top of the table, and they're not going to drop many points this season. So if we want to end this season lifting the trophy for the 3rd straight year, we cannot afford up and down patches of form like we're currently on. First highlight's going to start with a Thiago Sá goal kick. If we can win this, they're not going to win it because they're not even going to challenge for it. It's so frustrating when they just sit there and watch him as they chest it down. At least hurry him a little bit. Olivares down our left-hand side. Goes to Carlinhos. Might look to put it across, and he does for Pires at the back post. He's going to head it back across, and a missed header from us, and we just barely get through it because the shot hits the post. Pedro Gonzalez now going to look to kind of counter on him. We have made one slight change to the tactic. We've started passing into space just to kind of help our counterattack a little bit more. So we'll see if that has an effect. Like it wasn't bad enough to lose Benjamin Sesko, now Tomas comes down with an injury. 35th minute, we've only had the one highlight, even though we've had, I think, 10 shots. They've had one. And now we're down a striker, and we're going to have to go with Kolo Muani up top. That is not encouraging. Play next to Sorloth. We need Sorloth to step up. He's played a good game so far, 7.4, the best player in the team apparently. But he needs to score a goal if we're going to win this match. Kolo Muani is going to play that advanced forward role. Fortunately, Sesko's going to be back sooner rather than later, so that's good. If that would have been a serious injury to him and Tomas has gone out, we might have to go back to the one striker formation because we don't have that great of depth at striker. So, yeah, hopefully Kolo Muani can show up. Whenever he's getting game time, he seems to always perform. So let's see if he does that again today. 13 shots, 6 on target. Now 14 shots, 6 on target. 1.5 XG, 0 goals. And we're down a starting striker. We're down 2 starting strikers, basically. 15 shots to 2. If we don't end up getting a win, this will be another page in the frustrating season we've had so far. I don't know how we're not winning, but keep going. We'll get our reward eventually. I'm happy with what we've been doing going forward. We've created a lot of very good chances. But, story of our season, we're not putting them away. As a collective, as a team, we need to be better. And there's no better time to start than right now. First highlight of the second half, 50th minute. Berganza's going to look for Esgaio. I don't know if we can actually score without Sesko, especially without Sesko and Tomas. Tomas, I think, is actually our second top goal scorer. Esgaio, after the good tackle in the box. Pedro Gonzalez kind of cooled off a little bit. Okay, I say he's cooled off, then he scores a goal. Esgaio with a nice ball across, low cross. Pedro Gonzalez gets on the end of it. That's his first real goal contribution he's had in almost a month. He's really had a slow couple of weeks. But he steps up there, gets back on side, gets in a lot of space, and he's got to score that. Keeper didn't really stand a chance. He probably should have done a little bit better trying to stop that cross. But he lets it go past his face, and Pedro Gonzalez taps it in to basically an empty net. 73rd minute, is getting ready to make a sub, but we'll see what happens from this highlight. This will determine the sub I make as well. Press? It is Pires. There's basically zero marking. He's pretty much unmarked directly in front of our goal. One of the easiest passes you'll ever see, and one of the easiest goals you'll ever see. That is horrific defending. And yet, just no center back follows him. Who is this? Ignacio just kind of falls asleep. They've done nothing. They have one shot on target, and it went in. We've had 22 shots, 10 on target, and we're going to freaking draw this, aren't we? I don't understand. It's so unbelievable. Hugo Souza is just incapable of making a save. Berate. Now we have to make a change to try to score a goal. And I don't know what the change is going to be. Because Esgaio's played well. He got the assist, so Aguilar's not really going to be the option. Dyer's played really well, so I don't think Palhinha's the option. Gonzalez has got the goal. I'm going to bring on Mateus Nunez for Bragança. Bragança hasn't done much. Nunez is the better player. And not much we can do up top. We don't have another striker available, so if we get an injury there, or if we just stop performing, there's not much we can do. Sorloth's playing an 8.1, but I haven't really seen him do anything, so I don't know how he deserves that, but we're going to go attacking. We've absolutely dominated this game. Story of the season. Absolutely dominated it, and we might drop 2 points. We need another goal. We better get another freaking goal. We're going to have a highlight here in the 78th. Hopefully it's a goal for us, because I want to score as quickly as possible. I don't want to put this off to the last freaking second. And it's not going to happen there. Gets cleared away, but only as far as Ruan, who picks it up. Please go for a short, simple pass. Instead, he looks for Kolo Muani, who heads on to Sorloth, but he can't quite get there. A little bit too close to the keeper. That's going to be the end of that highlight. Still, no goals. Or it's the end. They're going to go for a goal kick. Now she's going to win it. Pedro Gonzalez. Kolo Muani looks for Sorloth. We have another chance. And he hits it over. 82nd minute, and we have to score. So I'm going to have to make one last change. Going to change up the tactic a little bit. Going to move the wingbacks up. Go to complete wingback attack. Want them to get forward as much as possible. The change I thought I might make is moving Escaio up to left wingback and bringing on Aguilar because Bergman Johansson has not played well. But with his crossing attribute, he's perfect as that complete wingback. And Escaio doesn't have a very good left foot. I'd prefer a naturally left-footed player on this side, and Segovia is our only real option, and he is not a good fullback, so he's not going to come in. Other changes I could make, like I wish I could bring on another striker, but we literally don't have another striker. I thought about moving Dyer somewhere, but I don't know where. I don't know what to do. Maybe just, at the very minimum, I'll move him up to just a central midfielder if it'll let me. There we go. Move him up a little bit to get a little bit more attacking. Goes box to box probably. Nunez is going to go, well, I'll keep him on deep line playmaker for now. Tabata's going to go on attack. And I actually think I'm going to bring on Nuno Santos. Tabata's played well, but not tremendously well. And he's a little bit tired. Santos has played pretty well this season. So he's going to come in. And we need to score a goal. Any changes I want to make here? I'll be more expressive, trying to be a little bit more creative. Even though creativity is not a problem. It's actually finishing your freaking chances. I'm going to distribute it to Sorloth. And let's push up the lines. Offside trap. Every button defensively. We need a freaking goal. If we draw this game, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because it's just another game. We've absolutely dominated them. Had every possible chance to score. And been completely incapable of doing so. This might be one of the last highlights. 87th minute. It's going to be a goal kick for Moritz, but we're going to win it. Kolo Muani looking for Sorloth over the top. He's going to not get on the end of it. Good play by the defender to hit it back to his goalkeeper. I thought Sorloth was going to be able to outmuscle him and get on that. Should win this. We don't. Ignacio still doesn't win it. We need to win the ball as soon as freaking possible because luckily it goes through to the goalkeeper because Ignacio missed his header there. That's probably going to be the end of the highlight. And I don't know if we're going to get another one. We're going to have a goal kick, though. He does find Sorloth. Pedro Gonzalez got Bergman Johansson on a lot of space. Another highlight that's going to extend a little bit longer than I thought it would. But it's going to get cleared out again. And they're actually going to give the ball away. Sorloth heads it down to Kolo Muani. I think he's off. I'm pretty sure Kolo Muani is about a foot off. A nice header on by Sorloth. But it's going to get chalked away. It is disallowed. I celebrated for a second, then I kind of knew as soon as it went in. Oh, it's actually Sorloth that was offside. I'm pretty sure Kolo Muani was also offside, but all right, we got to go all the way out now. We got to go completely attacking. Nunez is going to play Mazzala attack. Nothing really else I can do in the formation. I'll go a little bit more direct. See early crosses in the box. Do I shoot on sight? I'm very close to starting to shoot on sight. I'm going to shoot on sight. We need to get as many shots on the target as possible. Long kicks. I think I've hit every button here I really want to. So if we don't score now, we're not going to score. We got 4 minutes to get a highlight and hopefully get a goal. I don't think I can go any more attacking. So just trust in the players. It's their opportunity to show up and show they actually can play this sport. They can actually finish one of 30 chances they're given. And it's not going to happen. 25 shots to 6. 10 shots on target to 2. 3.5 XG. And in full sporting fashion, we crap our pants and can't freaking score. I don't understand. I've never in my life so consistently created so many chances and got so few goals. It's really unbelievable. I've never seen strikers this bad that can still get good ratings even though they probably miss 8 clear-cut chances. 4 half chances, 3 clear-cut chances, 1 goal. That was pathetic. I'm really not happy. We should have won that match based on the numbers. Nearly 30 shots and you can only manage 1 goal? That is pathetic. A Sunday League side could do better. You are letting down your teammates in front of goal. And that's costing us points. And if we don't turn this around immediately, it's going to cost us a lot more than that. I hope we don't have a lot of stuff planned because we are training day and night until you get this fixed. Many consider Tomas to be one of the central figures at Sporting Club de Portugal. How will his injury affect the team's chances going into the next match? Obviously it'll be a big loss, but we'll do our best to get by without Thiago. Hopefully it's not a bad injury, because goals, obviously a problem. I just don't understand. We are just falling so far behind. Unless Benfica completely choke, we might be too far behind already. Tomas out 3 to 4 weeks. Could have been worse, but not great. Not great. Especially when we're being completely incapable of scoring goals, and there's literally nothing I can do at this point. I've already put in chance conversion at almost every possible opportunity. Every single day, we are doing it. The only time I don't want to do it is directly before a game day. I would like to have that rest period. But literally every single other time, we're doing chance conversion. Almost every single other day. Actually, I missed one right here. Let's do chance conversion. But literally almost every single day of every single week, we are doing chance conversion. And it doesn't seem to do anything. Because our finishing is still horrid. I mean, Braga's going to be a tough game coming up. Fortunately, we have a little bit of easier time, but it hasn't seemed to matter. Doesn't seem to matter who we play. We're garbage against all of them, and they score their only chances. They can have freaking, Vanderarm National League caliber players, and they would score their only chance on goal. Yeah, not a lot of tough games coming up. Belenus is twice in a row, but Guimaraes are in 8th. When? I think the Champions League will come in at this point, January, or is it in February? Actually, no, it's right there. It's scheduled for February. So, do I go all the way to that? That's a lot of games to play. But there's really no match I really feel like I need to come back for. Maybe Maritimo, Guimaraes. Both decent teams. Also should have a Taça de Portugal, considering we win this against Coimbra. But hopefully we don't get a big club in there anyways. So most likely, I think I will come back for Maritimo and Guimaraes. 2 teams near the top 10. Gives us a few games to play in between. A little bit of a middle point between that and this first round and Porto game. Good Lord, look at that. Like, it's so easy in January, but then we get whoever we get in the Champions League. Porto, Benfica, and the Champions League team again. That is a tough 4-game stretch. Hopefully by that time, we're back in form and scoring some freaking goals. The group stage, or the first, why do I keep calling it group stage? The first knockout round draw is coming up in a couple days. I'll advance to that, and we'll bring you that to end this episode. Alright, first knockout round draw. We already saw who we could possibly get. Don't want Barcelona or Juventus, or we can't get Inter, or PSG. I'll take anyone else. I'm shooting for Monaco. I think we have a decent chance against Monaco. Leipzig first out of the hat. Okay, well, that's so much for that. I mean, after Barcelona and Juventus, that might have been the toughest one. And PSG, obviously. That might have been the toughest one. So, I think we can beat them. But it is going to be a little bit difficult. How have they done in the league the past couple of years? They're currently 9th. So, they're not having a good season so far. Look at the stages. The past couple of years. They were 2nd last year. 5th the year before that. And 3rd the year before that. So, they've been a decent Bundesliga team. I do think we could win, though. But we're going to have to play well. We're going to have to find a way to score goals. Let's see who the other matchups are. PSG get Leverkusen. Barcelona get Chelsea. That's a heck of a match. Juventus get Liverpool. Another crazy match. Good to see those 2 really good teams face off against each other. Because if we do advance, we get at least one good team's knocked out. Roma, Man City. Inter, Dortmund. Okay. Monaco, Bayern Munich. And Napoli get Manchester United. Some interesting ties there. Some that I think should be pretty winnable, like the PSG one, Man City one, Bayern Munich one. But even Man United are probably going to beat Napoli, but they can definitely give them a game. Inter Dortmund will be interesting. These matches are going to be a slug out. So, that is for February, I believe. So that won't be next episode. Next episode will probably be Maritimo and Guimaraes unless something changes, but plan on that. Hopefully we can turn stuff around here. I don't know what we're going to be able to do because the last thing I had that seemed to work last year was adding that chance conversion. It doesn't seem to be working so far this year. So, I don't know. Maybe I have to work with the tactic, but it's creating a bunch of chances, so I don't think it's a tactic. And I don't know. I have no answers, but hopefully you can just turn around. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell? The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.